I learned very clearly that when you are trying and attempting to impact lives, whether it be lives of your own or lives of others, you have to slow down long enough to hear what God is saying directly to you. Many times as entrepreneurs, we have all of these rabbit hole ideas that we want to kind of delve into. When God has already given you the significant idea that you need to partner with Him on and walk down that road, not even knowing what the next step will be. Scary, indeed. It's the unknown, for sure. But know that if God is with you, He's more than the world can be against you. What is up, everybody? It's your boy DK Hammonds, and I am glad to be talking to you about humanity and faith, or whatever this is going to be called. And I want to talk about discerning God's voice as it relates to your entrepreneur spirit. And for me, it requires me to remove clutter, remove noise. I learned very clearly that when you are trying and attempting to impact lives, whether it be lives of your own or lives of others, you have to slow down long enough to hear what God is saying directly to you. Many times as entrepreneurs, we have all of these rabbit hole ideas that we want to kind of delve into. When God has already given you the significant idea that you need to partner with Him on and walk down that road, not even knowing what the next step will be. Scary, indeed. It's the unknown, for sure. But know that if God is with you, He's more than the world can be against you. And so I've taken this kind of approach now as this full-time entrepreneur that I don't know everything, but what I do know is that if I make God the center, God will take care of all the other stuff around me. Things may be feeling like they're unraveling, but God is yet holding them together, and I'm not untethered by His hand. And so I want to make sure I lift that up as we walk through humanity. It's discerning God's voice. Number one, I want to discern, I want to mute the noise. And that is naysayers, that is your past mistakes, that is the things that you've done, that's the things that you've committed, things that have been committed against you, shutting that down. Two, I want to be able to, that when God moves, I can move with Him, right? Because discernment without a strategy of action to move is really a wishful idea. And you need discernment, but you also need strategy. And so when God gives you that strategy and you've discerned and you've prayed, then you're able to move mountains and you're able to walk in the fullness of God, and you're able to do the things that God has called you to do. Yes, you are a person that has made mistakes. You are a person that has done things that you shouldn't have done. And God is still God and good enough to take care of you and to take care of the vision if you quiet the noise. One thing about going along this journey, I almost felt as if this journey that I'm on now, an entrepreneurship, I felt as if this was going to be one of those things I was doing it by myself and not having people, team, support to do something as significant as God has told me. For a complete year, I've done nothing but study things of the creative side and been a student of that and gotten pretty good at it. And yet God was pulling myself into something bigger and better. Doesn't mean that in that process that I didn't make some choices along the way. Not what that means. It simply means that I slowed down enough to hear what God was trying to say to me. And so I don't know how this is going to help someone, and I hope that it does. But just know that as you deal with your own humanity and being an entrepreneur and stepping out on faith, man, God with you. God got your back. I got your back. That's my prayer for you today.